Oh man,
He was
I'm
2
one
days
day
from
to
MacLeod.
retirement.
McGruff killed an old guy.
It's
Well,
essentially
for his species,
fucking-
60s wasn't that old.
It was Lethal Weapon. That was
Murtaugh?
those two guys, and he was like 2 days from retirement.
Wait, which one's Murtaugh and which one's Riggs? Is Danny Glover Riggs or Murtaugh?
Danny Glover was Murtaugh.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, you've come back to see Heavy Gan, who is still working on his ship, even in these
Apparently
wee
the
hours.
Athenians only lived to be 90, so actually 60 would... Well, if you check Wikipedia...
You fucking nerd.
So Heavy
yeah.
Hand's working on his thing.
Yep, Heavy Gan's working on his ship still. There's activity. There's always activity here.
Do we need to roleplay this out?
Get role-playing.
Yeah, you've got to. Just you, me and you,
Come on,
Steve.
man. You can't just make socials like combat checks.
Yeah, you know we've never roleplayed before.
Wait, what? We have.
I'm
No, I
not
don't.
talking about our nights in Vegas.
I don't understand how role-playing works.
Well, all right then. So what are we doing then?
Heavy Gan is working on his ship.
All right. So Wyatt strides in. He's not looking good because 6 a.m. He probably hasn't slept and has been out with a night of, just drinking and liquoring up. And, of course, getting into a fight and all sorts of things.
That's right, big old bar fight.
Indeed. Well, Heavy Gan, I suppose we're going to have to take you up on your offer to get into that there secure wing.
Yes, I knew the offer was too good for you to refuse.
Did you age 2 decades in the time we've been
This is my
not doing
Fisk
presents?
voice now.
What is a Fisk?
Oh,
You know
I'm
what?
just trying. I'm trying different voices. Look.
I see. Yeah, so
Working on
we
his
need some
stand-up
more
career.
information on what you all want me and my compatriots to steal for you.
Yes, here's an itemized list. One moment, let me copy the files over to this here data pad. Now, obviously, depending on how clumsy you all end up once you're in the secure wing,
I'm
you
sure
may
very
end up
comfortable.
triggering. You may end up triggering the defenses. Let's be honest. Security is tight in there.
At the risk of a dirty joke, how tight are they?
Oh, Wyatt. Everyone knows Wyatt's name by now for some reason. Remember, that wasn't the name we went with for him, was it?
Well, they did eventually get that name from him.
God, I really gotta take notes.
Yeah, he
good idea.
failed the lie roll at the Rusty Shackleford thing.
That's right. That's right. Excellent. Okay. That wing holds some of the rarest artifacts this side of the Outer Rim. As you can imagine, security is quite tight. Now, they'll take the box that you'll all be in, and they'll put it in there. And then at nighttime, you'll have to get out, and I don't know. There's motion sensors, cameras. I'm sure there's some guards walking around even in the dead of night.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that information, but I suppose it's our fault or our problem.
It will reflect back on me. I see what you're angling at. I don't have all the information on what systems are in use, but I know your mechanic, your slicer, can take care of just about anything.
Yeah, Moke's a good boy.
He's a very, very good boy.
That sounded kind of creepy.
Come here, McLeod. I will scratch your ears.
Oh boy!
I wouldn't do it, McGruff.
You ain't my dad.
Now,
That's certainly true.
while we're here and we got each other's attention, I was kind of wondering about something I overheard. You see, apparently the governor is expecting some sort of delivery, and it's not yours, I don't think.
What?
He seemed quite eager to have the goods.
I'm kind of assuming this because you said like a week, and this is a shipment that's happening not within
That's
a week.
right.
So.
That's right.
You have any idea what that could be?
Who was the delivery from? Do you know?
Why, seems he was expecting it from my former employer, Jethro the Hutt.
The Hutt? Ah, that can be only one thing then.
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
It's those frogs they like.
It's definitely vape supplies.
Huts
The
are champion
governor-
vapors.
Jethro's military, Jethro's economic power.
The governor has a certain taste for, how shall we say this? The spicier things in life.
Oh, good. Governor, seriously?
What else is there to do in the Outer Rim? I'm surprised you're not doing some spice right now, to be frank. And if you do, well, that's actually something we don't like to dabble in these days.
No, it fries your brain.
Yes, it's a hell of a drug.
It sure is. Now, well, that's good to know, I think.
I suppose.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
just-
I don't think the shipment would be big enough for all of you to hide in.
No, just something good to know. Now, you don't have any more information on that inside of the defenses? If that being the case, I guess Muck will just have to take care of it. So, otherwise, I guess we'll be in your tender care.
Yes, unfortunately, we've not been able to get anyone on the inside. Not yet, anyway. We've tried, but her head of security is very, very thorough.
Oh, I'm sure. And what was that fella's name, if you know it?
Her name,
Hmm.
I wouldn't get too interested.
Wyatt looks crestfallen.
She's an Ugnaught.
Let me check. Fucking Ugnaught.
or a Gamorrean.
That guy, stormtrooper that I took the ID chip off. That wasn't a one, right?
No, that was not a woman.
Okay.
The head of security is Pharrell.
Pharrell.
Yes, Pharrell. Quite a history that Pharrell has.
I'm sure it's as bloody as it is wide.
Yes.
Like the singer?
Yeah.
Like,
It's just a happy coincidence.
huh.
The singer, bloody and wide.
She's a veteran soldier. She served as a mercenary during the Clone Wars.
That makes her a verified badass.
Yes, I would strongly advise not getting in her way. And Heavy Gan kind of like rotates one of his shoulders as he says that.
Damn rotator cuff.
See.
A tell.
She plays a hell of a game of tennis.
She tore my rotator cuff right off with her blistering forehands.
A true ace of tennis.
Does she have any
Sisters?
failings that might be useful to know about?
Any what?
Failings, vices, weaknesses.
No. Well, she's very prideful, I'll put it that way. Not really sure how you would use that, but my advice stands. Do the work, don't get caught.
Good advice. Well, you've always played any poker? Space poker, excuse me.
You know how I feel about James of Chance.
What? Yeah, of course. We all like a good game now and then.
Well, we got 18 hours to kill, so we might as well get busy.
Yeah, I suppose the repairs can wait. All right, boys, set the tables up and fade to black, and then
smash cut to
The
next
rest of us
morning,
instead
being
do
naked.
sensible things like sleep.
Yeah, so if Wyatt's gonna be going 48 hours without sleep,
I'm sure
prior
he
to the
sleeps
job.
at some point there.
No, this sounded like you were going for it, fella.
Look, there was 18 hours. It's not going to be
Gonna
18 hours.
Why,
hamstring
it's
your
like us
rolls
asleep at the
however I
table.
can. All right, so time passes and push comes to shove. You guys are probably get all your gear together. You show up back at the warehouse, and there's a big box waiting for you to get into.
Excellent.
Make sure you use the rebreathers. We can't put holes in the boxes like we used to.
Looks quite drafty.
I'm sure it'll be nice and roomy.
We can practice our meditation techniques.
I think we got the smell out of this one. Anyway,
The smell?
don't worry. We smuggling certain furs. Pelts,
Oh,
if
like
you
them
will.
petrified Wookiee pelts. Yeah, I got you.
Yes, a fine item.
Yeah, my
Rails
ship.
is trying to pretend he's not hearing this conversation.
Yeah, there was some in my ship. It was weird. I don't
No.
understand it.
Well, if you want to offload them,
There's also a mummified hand. Looked like it was human.
it's that Chevy Chase movie where he loses his hand and the hand is evil.
What?
Yeah, it's real. The fucking hand is evil. He's a writer. I think it was a Stephen King movie.
No, I remember this. I remember something like that. Very vaguely.
Yeah, he's like driving along one day with his hand out the car window, and a 18-wheeler takes his hand right off. And then it lands in a field, and it gets up, and it starts moving. It's like Evil Dead, but with Chevy Chase.
Or like
That
Idle
weird
Hands,
period,
but with Chevy
they just
Chase.
wanted to make a movie out of everything
Yeah.
Stephen King wrote.
That's right.
Oh, you
Should
mean
be more with-
1980 to present?
I don't think it's as egregious as it used to be now, but yeah.
They made an entire TV series, and they're remaking it.
Oh, they are?
What are they remaking?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but
I
what
do
are they
not want to
remaking?
talk about it.
Shh.
Yeah, but what are they
Trigger.
remaking?
Trigger warning!
get it.
Trigger warning!
I get it.
Bitch.
Okay.
Nicely
So
done.
he shoves you all into the box.
And we
No.
die. Game over.
Nuh-uh.
Don't wake up again.
Muck is on the ship and he's got his feet up and he's like, those
Oh,
suckers.
is McGruff not going?
Yes, he's staying in the
He's staying in the ship and he's going to remote hack, yeah.
He's doing ship biz.
The
Right?
remote slides?
I mean, I would do it on site personally.
Oh, would you?
I would.
Why?
I don't know. We've had this plan for like 2 weeks now.
I didn't think you were gonna stay on the ship for that part. I thought you were gonna be going with them.
That wasn't the plan at all.
Yeah, we
Okay.
even talked about crashing the ship into the side of the building.
All
That was
right.
plan
Well,
dog.
Nice meeting you, McGruff.
Well, the question is
Mm-hmm.
he actually
Mugs.
is he actually able to do any Overwatch hacking from outside?
If you want me to go with him, I'll go with him. I don't mind.
I just hope McGruff doesn't get killed by an exploding console in his face, as prophesied.
No, it's up to you. If this was the plan, then yeah, sorry, I misinterpreted. That's fine. We can roll with it.
Yeah, it's a plan. I'll keep with it unless you hate it forever. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah, I'll stay on the ship as was planned.
Thanks, McGruff.
Because I'm playing dog.
Just make sure you
That's
get the coffins ready.
Yeah. I will have them whittled by the time they steal the thing.
Excellent. That's exactly what we need to help us feel safe and secure in our endeavors here.
It's true.
All right. So I guess McGruff is probably talking in all your ears while you're in the box itself. So the box shuts. It's dark within.
Oh God, they just heard me call them suckers.
McGruff, are you in my room?
Yes.
McGruff's trying on everyone's clothes.
He's trying to fit Bosmos over his head.
Anyway, continue with your box.
All right. So there's a definite feeling of movement. You know, standard shipment sounds, the beeping of a reversing floating truck, manhandling, harsh drops, because of course they drop the box like 8 times and complain about how heavy this one is.
This is a great plan. I'm glad we went along with this plan.
Mm.
Me too.
Here's
Very
the-
satisfied.
You hear the swishing sound of high technology security doors opening and closing. And eventually you're set down and you hear the footsteps walking away. Now, shipment happened at about 2 a.m., which is close enough to the cover of dark for the plan. Really up to you guys as to when you want to burst out of the crate.
Didn't Rail find out about the no?
We found out
Somebody
about
the
when
guard
the guard
changes.
change. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which,
What,
Yeah, Rail was
about
useless.
2 a.m.
yeah, what time was that at?
I think 2 a.m. wasn't it?
Sounds about right.
So yeah, that'll be fine.
Reach out with the Force to see if I sense any life signs outside of the box.
Sure, you can do that.
I'm glad I'm not the only person who took sense.
No, it didn't take sense.
That's
reach out
literally
with
what
the
sense does, so you can't do that.
I'm saying that's what I'm doing. It's not saying it's going to work.
Okay, then I will do that since I actually have the power that lets me do that.
You're welcome for reminding you to use sense before we get out of the box.
Damn.
So combative.
Osmo's awfully passive aggressive today.
It's that teaching life. Alright, let's see what I get. A big old goose egg.
It's a good result.
It's delicious. You know you want to.
Well, we need this information, so it's what I suffer one, flip one, and suffer one strain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, per pip that you're using, but if you're only using one, then yeah.
Yeah, I only need the one. So I'm going to use one of those dark side pips. I want to take a point of conflict.
You do.
I'm
sure
slightly
do.
conflicted.
So mark that down.
Boop. Okay. So yeah, so I'm, sensing what's outside of the box. Any life signs?
Okay. There are life signs around. They are not in the immediate vicinity of the box itself. They're... This map is not entirely to scale, just FYI, but they are definitely some, probably about 30 feet away, 10 meters or so.
Okay.
They seem to be congregated somewhere around here.
So while Lan's muttering that, I get on the comlink and say, "Hey, Muck, you get a hold of them cameras yet?"
Hold on. I've got a manual open here. Hold on just a second. Let me just.
That's always the thing you want to hear.
What did you want? Cameras?
Cameras, yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Hold on. There's a real long script. I gotta type it.
Starts pecking at the keyboard.
Try copy and paste, you know?
It'll take a couple seconds. And,
He's got thick fingers and claws. It's hard for him to type.
I'm guessing I'm going to computers at the cameras, correct?
Yeah. Now, just to refresh my memory, how much access did you get last time? It wasn't directly to the building, right? It was like a government database.
There was a government
museumplans.com.
So we didn't actually get direct access to the building quite yet, so I'm willing to go with whatever difficulty you throw at me.
I'm trying to... God, I really gotta write these things down. Apologies. Alright, so you're gonna try to remote hack into the security systems of the museum secure wing from an off-site location, hence the remote part. You know, you've beaten 5 before, right?
I sure have.
Gonna go with two purple and 1 red is gonna be your difficulty.
Okay.
It should be a breeze.
We believe in you, Muck.
And if you want to boost this, you certainly can.
Oh wow! Are you suggesting I should use a light side point to upgrade?
I mean, you don't need to. You don't need to. And I mean, how rested do you feel in general?
I feel pretty lucky. Was it pretty lucky?
Was it 5 red last time or 5 purple?
It was 5 red.
I
just totally.
You know, let's change that roll. No, I was kidding. Is there a color beyond red?
Double red? Anyway, here comes computers.
All right, do it.
Of course. The cameras turn into guns.
Yeah, if you could see the face I'm making.
It's okay though. You can totally make the console explode in his face with those 2 threats.
No, it'd have to be despair.
Yeah,
Let me check something real quick.
Threats.
Later, Ash is gonna come on. Why'd you guys make Matt cry?
He's locked in the closet. He won't come out. Then the Twitch stream just becomes a long session of us trying to tell Matt to come out of the closet.
I get it.
All right, I'm just clicking through these things to see what the hell they even recommend for a triumph.
I should go to Vegas. I've got great.
Yeah, you should.
Luck.
All right.
Meanwhile, we're sitting in the box. Has he got it done yet?
Yeah, they're just sweaty as hell at this point. I don't want to do it, guys, but I think we need to get naked.
Hold on, guys.
I can't tell you this, guys. But Toydarian sweat does not smell great.
Trying to figure out whether this is a B or a G in this script. Hold on, one sec. It wouldn't be bet function dot parentheses. That doesn't follow at all. Unless the cameras are betting? Why would that be? Hold on 1 second.
Suddenly, Wyatt's interested in programming.
Kill
Cameras
myself
can
a
bet?
gambling bot. All right, so MacLeod injects his code. It's that cool moment where he's just hammering at the keys, except he does it like an old person, so it's like just 2 single fingers henpecking at the script. But then he hits enter, it transmits down, it injects into the system itself. It bypasses the first firewall with the greatest of ease. It's like a hot knife through butter.
Nice.
Something triggers on the second firewall, though.
What? Oh God, what is it?
It's a good question, but the code's being injected, so it continues on.
It's an animated GIF. Sorry, an animated GIF of Newman.
Don't you fucking dare.
You didn't say the magic word. All right, so it breaches the system. End of story. Even though it did trigger something along the way, which may have triggered a potentially at least some kind of notification to whatever system administrator is supposed to be monitoring the network at 2 a.m. That'll come into play down the road, obviously. But he's able to take control of the cameras, and he's also able to install his back door.
Oh,
This
Yeah, he
is
is.
now essentially instant access for MacLeod on subsequent roles as far as getting into the security system itself. Now, some things will still be gated depending on what actions MacLeod may want to take, but the cameras are his. They're totally his to do with as he pleases.
I'm guessing they asked me to look at the cameras to see if the coast was clear, so...
I was just wondering if, rather, when we step out of this box, whether whoever's on duty is going to see it immediately, and then send troopers to murder us.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the camera feed, see how it's going in Boxland.
All right, so as long as the group exit out of the left side of the box, they should be fine. There's no line of sight there. As long as they're real quiet about it, they should be perfectly fine. Now, MacLeod, since you do have control of the cameras, you can essentially take them out of play at this point.
It's good for me to have eyes inside.
Yeah, no. I mean, this will be part. This is kind of a lame version of a triumph for you, but you can have the eyes in the sky, and then you can kind of do what they did in Speed, where you just loop this one bit of footage endlessly for whoever's in the control center.
Yeah, all right. I'll do the old Keanu Reeves
right.
the other guy.
He's just standing there looking out the window.
Make sure nobody opens their purse